Hello and welcome back to the Sad Alcoholic Kitchen. My name is Matt. I'm a Sad Alcoholic. This is my kitchen. I just got back from an 11-hour shift on a Saturday after having kind of a party last night. I went to Walmart to get some more alcohol because I was running a little low. And I was wondering what I was going to have for dinner. And I was like, you know what? I'll go with a classic that I make whenever I'm feeling in the mood for it. I call it spicy Noods. It's this brand has the best noodles, so I like to get it. This is not really as spicy as I like it though, so we got some extra ×2 sauce, and I have some extra hot sauces in the fridge if I need it. And we're gonna cook up this steak and toss it in there. Oh dear. And have a really delicious drunk dinner. It's gonna be great. Alright, so I really only know one way to make steak, and that's a reverse sear. So we're gonna get these out of the package, put salt, pepper, and garlic powder liberally on them, let it sit for like 10 minutes, let all that flavor get in there, or the brine it, or whatever it's called. And we're gonna go preheat our oven to 250. And judging by the thickness of these steaks, I'd say we'll probably put them in for about 45 minutes, and then we can get that going. Alright, our steak's been sitting up to room temperature, sitting in the additions to it. So we're gonna throw it in. Again, probably like a good 45 minutes. It's gonna come out looking ugly, but we'll make it look tasty. In the meantime, we can get started on making this sauce for the noodles. Here's our bowl. Because I'm a pig, I always go with 2 packs. Yeah, I know it's probably not the healthiest thing. So we got the hot sauce. Usually I only put one of these in because I found that putting in more of the same sauce doesn't necessarily make it hotter. I have kind of a little collection up here going. So that's obviously why we're putting a little bit of this extra in. I ran out of Kewpie mayo, so nobody tell my wife, but we're using regular mayo. We got black soy sauce. If you haven't tried it, definitely give it a shot. It's a game changer. It's soy sauce, but it tastes completely different. I like a little bit of sweet in it with my salty, as usual, peanut butter. And I love to throw a bunch of sesame seeds in there as well. So we got fish sauce, oyster sauce, sesame oil, black bean paste, actually is kind of nice. Smoky paprika chipotle powder, actually pretty good in this. And then added a bunch of hot sauces to this extra garlic sriracha. Usually don't put it in there. It's not really hot at all, but the flavor, we're going for the flavor. We're not putting that in there. And we'll mix that all together before, we'll do this after the steaks are cooked. We'll boil the water, get the noodles nice and soft, and while the water is coming up to a boil, everything's going in that bowl. Boom, we got all the stuff mixed up together. Very spicy looking, anyway. I may have gone a little bit overboard with what I added to it, but you know what? At the end of the day, I'm going to add a ton of steak along with all the 2 packs of noodles. I think it should even out and have a very nice coating on all of it together. Yo, our steaks are out of the oven. They're looking kind of ugly, but luckily, we're going to throw them in a pan, char them up. We got some butter. Apparently we were out of butter the other day, so I got some of this pure Irish, and I'm getting all this garlic up together. We're gonna fry that up, and it's gonna get ready to go in this crazy concoction. Alright, we got a nice little ramekin full of crushed garlic. Throw in some butter. Ooh, we're gonna turn this up. Get a nice crust going on these bad boys. Yo, these steaks are done. I got the little bits of garlic on that side. We're gonna let them rest before we cut into them. They're probably a little more cooked than I wanted. I'm still learning. In the meantime, let's get this water boiling so we can cook up these noodles, baby. So these packs of noodles kind of come in a fold over kind of shape, probably because they're like a 2-serving kind of thing. I like to snap it in half, probably like you're supposed to, but I'm a disgusting American and I eat 4 servings all at once along with a whole bunch of steak. And the reason I do this is because when you're eating something spicy, like what I'm about to put in my mouth, it's a lot more of a good idea to have it be consolidated in your mouth rather than all over your face, because then your lips are going to be burning and it gives you more of an opportunity to rub your face and then put it in your eyes, and you know, it's just a better choice overall. Noodles are pretty much done. I like my noodles a little more toothy, so I leave them in not very long because I kind of really enjoy the chewiness of a thick, tasty noodle covered in sauce and juices. I had to put pots underneath the cutting board because the steaks were just dripping juice. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'm going to be able to recycle that flavor. So that's a plus. Noodles done, they're in the bowl. I'm gonna have to mix that up before too long so it doesn't soak into like just the bottom layer of the noodles. We'll get this sliced up and throw that in there. It's gonna be a really tasty meal. I'm really excited to eat it. So yeah, this one ended up coming out a little more cooked than I really wanted. I'm still kind of learning how to cook steaks. This one will probably be a lot better. It's thicker, bigger. This one will probably be pretty much the same as this abomination. But I'm not a huge snob about steak. It tastes good. I'll put it in my food. If you make someone feel bad about the way that they eat their food, I think you're a piece of shit, and you should maybe get a life. Yo, look at that. That looks super delicious. The steak's still kind of warm, so are the noodles, not gonna lie. I'll let it cool off for a little bit, and then I'm gonna take my first bite, and then just not stop until it's all gone, and I'll see you then. Alright, so I did have first bite off screen. Not gonna lie, this isn't not the first thing I've eaten all day. It just feels like it. I usually don't eat breakfast because it makes me nauseous in the morning. I don't really want to sit there and feel like I'm going to throw up while I'm cutting concrete. So I've kind of dealt with not eating in the morning or lunch most of my life, honestly. I'm just kind of used to it. But today, we worked 11 hours and my helper was feeling very hungry. He's taking some kind of medication that if he doesn't eat, he gets very nauseous and he probably throws up. So we sent him out. He picked us up some McDoubles. We had food. But that was a long time ago, and I'm very hungry, and I just couldn't help myself. So we're going to start with a little piece of steak and a nice little piece of fat on it. Oh, yeah. And we go for the noodles. You know, a little spicy. I don't like to feel it all over my face. So I grab it like this. Lower it into my mouth. It's actually a very convenient form of transportation. Nothing all over my face. Everything in the mouth. It's very delicious. If you have anything you want me to cook in the future, let me know. I'll see you in the next one.